Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE 12 Universe. I'm your host Jitch and you're watching Monday Night Raw. We are just 20 days away from WrestleMania. We've got just 3 more episodes of Raw, this one included, until the grandest show of the year is finally upon us. And we're kicking things off here tonight with a one-on-one collision. Animal, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, set to go up against a former World Tag Team Champion in Kevin Nash, as it has been set at WrestleMania. Nash and Vader will finally get their Tag Team Championship rematch, but it won't be against the United Kingdom, it will be against the new champions, the Road Warriors, and that should be a hell of a match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 300 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Absolutely no denying the tear that Kevin Nash and Vader are capable of going on. There is also no denying the tear that the Road Warriors are capable of going on. We have got 2 incredible tag teams here on Monday nights, and I don't want to underestimate either side, frankly. Kevin Nash clearly looking ready for this matchup. No hesitance, no nothing. No Vader at ringside for this one. I've been told that Vader and Hawk are not going to be attending this matchup. This will be a one-on-one confrontation between the two. Between the cheeks. And next week, of course, naturally, we'll have a one-on-one collision between Hawk and Vader. A very busy night of Monday Night Raw here tonight, including a massive main event as WrestleMania opponents team up with each other in our main event, which I'll get to in just a moment.
And his opponent, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Road Warrior Animal.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, that is a pretty natural sight. I always wondered what the tag team titles would look like around the waist of the Road Warriors. Frankly, even if this is just one of them, you're going to get a pretty good feel for it. That is right where it belongs. I don't know what Teddy Long was thinking by never letting these guys get a tag title shot, but they have got champion just written all over them. Anyway, speaking of tag teams, let's talk about our main event tonight. First time ever pairings, well, pairing I should say, former teammates gone bitter enemies. Sheamus and Wade Barrett, the European champion, have been forced to pair up to face off against Brock Lesnar, the World Heavyweight Champion, and the man he'll face at WrestleMania, Batista, in a big tag team match. I really don't know which side stands a better chance here tonight. I guess Sheamus and Barrett in a way, because they have history with each other. They used to be teammates. They used to work together. So, I mean, at least they got that going for them, I guess. But otherwise, I'm not really too sure which side I'd favor in that matchup. You think this match came to be after what we saw go down last week on Raw? Brock Lesnar defeated Sheamus, actually had the decency to check on Sheamus, who struck him with a low blow. I said things may not be finished with them, and it turns out they are not, as Raw management has decided that there will be a tag team matchup, just to kind of settle the score between Brock Lesnar and Sheamus, but also maybe stir the pot a little bit amongst some European Championship participants. And the WrestleMania main event World Championship match opponents. One superstar you'll be seeing a significantly smaller amount of in coming weeks is Randy Orton, who decided that it was his time to shine. Over on ECW, we saw this past Tuesday on ECW, Randy Orton attacking the Big Show backstage. The Hardcore Championship can be on the line whenever you want it to be. I gotta say, it's a smart way to get yourself into WrestleMania, and of course tomorrow night we hear Sin Cara is going to get the opportunity that he is
Don't expect a lot of mercy to be shown here.
we're going to be seeing that one-on-one match. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a one-on-one matchup. Sin Cara getting the opportunity against Randy Orton. I don't know if Sin Cara really wants what he's got coming his way, but he was voted in several weeks back by you guys, and of course the uploads are a little bit behind. They should now be starting to get posted as I'm saying this. I mean, obviously, by the time you've watched this, they've already all been posted, but the most recent one is still Royal Rumble. There are some that are now scheduled to start going up after today. I've got another, I think it's 13 in total that are scheduled to be going live. I've got yesterday's 3 to render out, still an upload, and then obviously I'm going to try and record an entire week sitting now. So that will be a total of 19 episodes, 19 days in a row of non-stop universe. What day are we on? December 9th, so by the time they're done upload, by the time you see this, it should be December, or if I continue posting one a day and I don't stop at any point, it should be December 28th today. No, that'll be SmackDown. It should be December 26th today. Hope you all had a good Christmas. Which means that there is no way I'm finishing this season by the end of 2020. That's fine, I've kind of come to terms with that. All I want to do, if possible, in regards to that, is I want to see if I can finish recording this season by the end of 2020. And next week I've got 4 days off. I've got 4 days in work coming up, and then after these 4 days I've got 4 days off. No, 5 days off. Monday to Friday, yeah. So if I was to do sitting every day for the next 5 days when I'm next off, I'll have 2 more weeks left of Universe to record before WrestleMania. So that'll be week 1, week 2 WrestleMania, and then week 1 and week 2 of the build to Extreme Rules. And then I'm back into work. I'm really trying to map this out in my head now if I can actually pull this off. I'll be back into work until the 22nd, I think. And then obviously I'm not going to record on Christmas Day. I might record Christmas Eve, so that'd be maybe like week 3 and 4 on the 23rd and 4th. I wouldn't record Christmas Day. Probably wouldn't record Boxing Day. And then it just, yeah, I don't know. That's an iffy one. I think I'd be like right at the very cusp of it. Like Extreme Rules would be right there. So I don't know. Maybe I could just about finish recording this by the end of the year. I just really want to finish Season 2. I mean, we've been on Season 2 for definitely a record length of time.
Oh, what a shot. Watch it.
I want to now again check, because I always forget, when did this season start? It was really long ago. September 2019? Jeez, that is so long ago. Life was so different in September of last year. Wow. That is such a weird one to always look back at. It should not have taken me this long to get this season done. I'll admit I slacked hard this year when it came to this season. There were several opportunities where I could have recorded that I just didn't. And I definitely don't think 13, 14, etc. should take me as long. Hopefully, I can't say that with a guarantee, but I hope they won't take me as long. I hope I can continue. I think the thing is, I'm not always feeling like doing an entire week in one sitting, but I'm going to train myself to do that because you guys enjoy it. It does do well on the channel, and I obviously care about the channel growth. I do enjoy it. I just sometimes run out of things to say, so by the end of the week you might notice that I get a little bit more quiet. But I ain't stressing, don't worry. I'm not like bags under my eyes, like dying from recording this series. Like, I'm perfectly fine and happy doing it, and it gives me something to think about at work, which I greatly need sometimes. I don't really know how I'm trying to word it, because like I don't want people thinking that I dislike the series. I love the series. I'm really glad to see it succeeding. I guess it's just more the fact of like I just don't feel like talking all the time. If I could upload them a little bit more commentary-less, I would, but they just wouldn't do so very well. I don't know why Animal didn't go for the pin there. He absolutely could have. I don't think the AI helps my patience either sometimes with this series. I know it gets better in the future games, but we're still on this one right now, and it's just so painfully stupid. Go for the pin. That was the perfect way to beat Nash. Animal obviously just doesn't want Nash to make it to Mania. He's going too hard at him right now. But yeah, like, I think the thing is, at the moment, I think when I'm completely honest with myself, one of my main things that's maybe killing my motivation for this series is the fact that I know it's been going on for so long, and because it's been going for so long and I'm still not finished with it, it kind of feels like a drag. If that makes a lot of sense to anyone. I think it's just that. I think it's just the fact that, like, once I'm on to the next game and everything changes a bit, it'll be great. Oh, hello, CM Punk. You know, when we move on to the next game, it'll be great. Because it'll be really fresh, whereas, like, I've been playing 12 for over a year. A year and 3 months. That's like a very long time. And I think it's just the fact that it's taken me so long that makes it a little slower, to be completely honest. I think once I've caught up and I'm on to the next game, everything will be fresh enough that it will be really... I mean, obviously, I love this game, and, like, I mean, I don't love this game, I'll be honest, actually. I'm kind of hating WWE 12 because it's so buggy. Wait a minute! What? I've never seen them do that before! Oh no, it's broken, hasn't it? Oh, we've got infinitely walking ref. Oh, the animal's hair has ascended. I don't know what's happening. See, okay, perfect timing from W12. When I said I don't love this game, in fact, I quite hate this game. This is the kind of bullshit I'm talking about. 12 is a fucking shitty, glitchy mess, and it's awful. I think it's just nostalgia that protects this game sometimes, because holy fuck, this game sucks. But we're almost at the end of it now. So Kevin Nash clearly won this match, and I'm gonna just go ahead and move on. Well, CM Punk makes his way down to the ring here tonight for a match that he personally requested. Last week, CM Punk took out his frustrations on Edge backstage after they lost their contenders match. Edge said, CM Punk said, quite frankly, you need to get your head out of your ass and focus on our tag team. Last week you wouldn't tag me in. What's the deal with that? You're all about ego right now, and I don't like it. Edge said that CM Punk is now beginning to be an anchor on his career, is holding him back, and CM Punk had enough. He snapped, and there was a fight backstage between Edge and CM Punk. And here tonight, Punk says he's going to take out his frustrations. He is sick of being people's stepping stones on their ways to glory. People like Triple H coming over here and attacking him, Randy Orton taking him out and pinning him in the contenders match, Edge costing CM Punk and himself a World Heavyweight Championship victory over Brock Lesnar. He's had enough. CM Punk is sick and tired of being pushed around by people, and he says that it's time for that win-loss record of his to turn around. It's time for him to start picking up some all-important victories, and it's time for him to fly solo again and get what he deserves, a championship around his waist. Now, in all fairness, CM Punk has, in fact, never held a singles championship, still to this day. As I said before, I think he needs to reevaluate his position on the card. The guy's been pursuing the World Heavyweight Championship for over a year now, and I think that's the reason he's had so many losses. If the man was to reevaluate, maybe go for the European Championship or something, I think that things could very easily work more out in his favor. But I think CM Punk's got a lot of obstacles to overcome to get to the point where he is able to compete for a championship at all right now. I'm not trying to talk the guy down. He's one of my favorites. It's just right now the guy is very downwards in momentum, and in a way, Edge saying that Punk could be holding him back. That could prove to be true. I don't like to admit that, but it could be. Punk goes straight in for a pinfall attempt on Edge, and Edge obviously going to take great personal offense to that. I don't really know who to side with here. I mean, in a way, Punk's got a good point. He is sick and tired of people trying to make a statement out of him, and that's exactly what both Edge and Triple H did when Edge threw him to the side in that World Championship match and eliminated his own partner just to try and be the guy to beat Brock Lesnar when they could have worked together to have gotten Brock out. Big elbows across the head of CM Punk, and Edge into the ring. CM Punk just kind of very cautiously watching from ringside. That is a guy who is, I think, maybe trying to do whatever it takes to get a victory here. Clearly trying to play some kind of head games. I don't know if you can do against a master manipulator like Edge.
Two are supposed to be friends, but they sure aren't showing it here. Punk countered it.
I think these two are very far from friends at this point.
CM Punk vows to win every match to set the example for the WWE Universe.
It's been so long since we have seen CM Punk pick up several singles victories. He started off great. I believe he got a victory over Randy Orton back at the start of the series. You know, things seemed like they were starting off with so much promise, but unfortunately it was those losses to Randy Orton and pretty much everything that came after that just kind of dragged Punk further and further down. Edge absolutely all over CM Punk, and Punk now sending Edge into the corner. Big knees to the head once again. That is, I believe, the second or third time now he's connected with that, and a rope break keeps Edge into this one. Things just feel so personal between these two right now. I mean, you think about the year that CM Punk has had behind him. You think about what 2010 offered him. From losing his original tag team partner, who shall not be named, to never winning a singles championship, getting screwed over by McMahon, back when McMahon was the general manager of Raw. Finally finding an ally in Kane, who then turned on him. Having Kevin Nash and Vader turn on him. Having Triple H come back and trying to make an example out of him, and then having Edge now try to make an example out of him as well. He's just tired of it. It's not been a good year for CM Punk. The momentum somehow led Punk to the top rope. Oh no, what is this? Oh, lifted DDT by Edge. It sounds like these fans aren't exactly the biggest fans of CM Punk.
What a move! What a smart move! Edge may be many things, but one thing he's not is afraid of a fight.
In the corner, Edge setting CM Punk up, catches him big time there. It looks like Edge now is going to take control of Punk. Ooh, that'll do you in. Neither one of these two particularly slotted into a World Championship opportunity in the future. But they could be hoping. I mean, the thing is, both these guys are missing WrestleMania, and Punk does stand a very good point in saying that that is Edge's fault. Edge would 100% be the one to blame there, as he was the one that cost CM Punk last week's tag team match against Nash and Vader when he just wouldn't let the guy into the ring. God, I really hope that's the way around that match went. That's what I'm remembering it as. Oh, Edge all over CM Punk right now. Absolutely laying into him. If you're Punk, what do you do? Well, I guess that's a good start. Then we tried to knock Edge off the apron there. Didn't quite connect. And oh, Edge. No, okay. Not really sure what was going on there. Suplexes him back into the ring. And CM Punk... Oh! Perhaps thinking that this is the time. Is he going to be able to pick up a victory over Edge? This would be a very good point to have made in his own sake. Go to sleep. Edge knocked out, perhaps. Is this going to be enough to get the job done? No. Edge hanging in there.
Nice catch.
Unfortunate luck of CM Punk right now, as I guess there's just so little going for him right now. Who knows the devastation that one of his moves even delivers? You know, sometimes they say that the momentum, the adrenaline can really help make your move that little bit more devastating. And obviously in CM Punk's case right now, with the momentum not being in his favor, this could be enough to get the job done though. Great reversal. No? Okay. I actually quite like that sequence.
CM Punk told me earlier tonight that he has zero chance of losing this match.
Well, that might be the case, but we're going to have the match anyway, just to make sure.
Here goes Edge.
CM Punk getting absolutely laid out by Edge right now, who is clearly in control of this one. Edge-o-matic.
Taking advantage. That should do it right there.
Very instantaneous kick out there by CM Punk.
His brains have been absolutely scrambled.
CM Punk says no more.
And the pain has to be shooting through his face.
Absolutely booting his own tag team partner. That's the thing you got to keep in mind. These guys are partners. Well, maybe not anymore, but right now, at least officially recognized, these two are a tag team. They are partners.
Oh, geez, lights out.
At what point, King, do those thoughts creep
Edge,
in?
Northern Light suplex, bridging into a pin, beautifully executed. And again, Punk with a very quick kick out there. Guy really wants that victory here tonight. I mean, he's had this happen so many times. Tag team partners turning on him, people turning on him, things not going his way. 2011's got to be a different year for CM Punk, and he's doing everything he can to make sure of it.
Punk's so adept at using every part of his body as a weapon.
What a matchup. This one continues to go back and forth.
Can't believe how long these two have been able to kind of tie up with one another. CM Punk charging into the corner. Got him with the Bulldog. Yeah, here it comes.
What a crushing bulldog. He sees it.
CM Punk calling for the end. Is he going to get that second go to sleep on Edge?
Isn't good.
Oh no, change of plans. Got the Anaconda Vice locked in. And forcing his own tag team partner to tap out almost instantly. He had that thing locked in tight. And CM Punk finally getting to put someone in their place and say, I am the better man. Finally. And this is the start to the year that I think CM Punk really needs. I mean, admittedly, we're now about 3 months into the year, but, you know, the first quarter is now over. CM Punk's got plenty of opportunity to continue to turn things around, and that victory over Edge may be the starting point to do just that. My god, that character model really doesn't look like him. As we move towards the next match of the night, I believe, which is a one-on-one match, the women's division on display, as Layla faces off against Trish Stratus.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Miami, Florida, Layla.
Well, Layla looking to try and prove something here tonight. Unfortunately, her tag team partner, her close friend, Michelle McCool, has ended her career here in the WWE. She has decided to step away from the ring, and after her match at Elimination Chamber, she felt that she had kind of peaked and that clearly things weren't going to turn around for her. So McCool has now kind of left Layla on her own. We'll see what she can do now, I suppose. Wow, that is a very mild reaction from the crowd. They really do not care about Trish Stratus, who at one point a lot of people say was one of the greatest women of all time. I feel like that's been very redefined in recent years, but here in this universe, no. Does that say on the back? I didn't even know she had writing on the back. Her hair covers it up. Is some of the Mafia? See, like, I swear I read the words beautiful and Mafia. I want to know what her shirt says now. I never noticed that had writing on it before. Wow, this is just an opportunity for two women to stand out. Obviously, these two will not be competing in any match at WrestleMania this year. The Women's Championship match already decided. I think that does just say Beautiful Mafia. What the fuck does that mean? Is there a new faction being formed? Who is Trish teaming with? Who's in the Beautiful Mafia? Has that always been there and I've just never noticed? I mean, I know I don't really use Trish very much in this season. I'll be completely honest with you, I always thought that she looked really weird in this game. It's not... Like, I remember how she looked in, like, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 and stuff. And then I see her in this game and I'm just like, something's really wrong. I know she, I remember hearing when she came back around this time period, that this game's based on. Because that's a gear based on her match at Mania 27, I think, where she teamed with John Morrison to face, like, Snooki and some other fucking... Or no, she teamed with Snooki and Morrison, and they faced, like, Lay Cool and, like, Cody or some shit. Something really very stupid and WrestleMania 27 sounding. That is honestly one of the worst Manias I've ever seen. Yeah, something very up there in terms of how shit that WrestleMania was. And, like, she's not wearing her normal gear. She's got brown hair. I know she had her implants removed, you know, whatever floats her boat with that, I really don't care. But, like, I think it's just all those things, you know, no traditional gear, no what made her successful in the early 2000s, no blonde hair, like, just a completely different person. You know, good for her, she's happy in her appearance. I'm not trying to sound mean about it, it's just, I struggle to use her because I forget that it's Trish Stratus 99% of the time. This is the only game where she looks like that as well, which doesn't help. I've never really seen a lot of her matches either, so I don't really have a lot of opinion of her. She wasn't around for very long after 2005, and I didn't really watch that often until about 2007 or 8. I can't remember when. My viewership of wrestling was really spotty up until about kind of 2010, 11-ish. It was a lot like it is nowadays, actually, where I just read about it, maybe watch tiny clips.
Man, that was a vicious elbow drop.
That was a vicious elbow drop indeed. I really want to... Does that definitely say Beautiful Mafia? What does that mean? Who would be in the Beautiful Mafia? Comment below. Who would be in the Beautiful Mafia? If that's even what it says. I can't tell. You never see it that close up.
Trish has control.
Yeah.
Trish has faced some stiff competition tonight. Layla with the advantage. And Layla delivers a huge move. This could do it. One.
Is this going to be the cover? No.
Left to Trish. We saw it all in this match, King. And those repeated blows to the skull have definitely taken their toll.
I don't know if the head was intentionally focused on, but it definitely took a lot of damage.
Stratus going for a submission victory. Submissions have become the new hot thing of 2011. No, not able to get the job done. I've got to say, Layla, I think, has really found her way here on Raw since the women's divisions blended. She's really been kind of more of a featured star on Raw. There are some that still kind of sit in the shadows and don't really get utilized too often, but I think Layla has definitely found herself, and I'm hoping that that will continue without McCool in her corner. Right hand to Layla. Trish Stratus favor in the head. Not a good sign. Several kicks. Caught the leg. Wow. Layla dragging Trish Stratus away from the corner. Going into a pin attempt here. Is this going to be the end? No. These women both looking to impress quite a bit. Obviously a new contender for the Women's Championship, one would naturally assume must be found in the new season. Obviously with the women's divisions merged, it's not exactly they're going anywhere in the draft, so these women may not be making it to WrestleMania, but I suppose in a way they could be looking towards the future, towards another opportunity at the Women's Championship. Layla putting Trish into the corner and turning her upside down, yeah. And Trish very quickly got out. Big right hand lays Trish on the ropes. Layla thrown over the ropes, okay. And Trish is dazed. Layla, lay out. That's gotta be it. Nope. Big DDT. Mocking Trish Stratus with the finger in the air after hooking the head. You know, that's what she normally does before Stratus faction. And Layla with the victory. An impressive fashion. Not faction, that's the beautiful mafia I'm thinking of, sorry. Well, congrats to Layla. Congrats where due. Layla with a big victory here tonight over Trish Stratus as she looks to pick up some momentum. And maybe, in the new season, she could one day be Women's Champion. This is a good start for Layla with this victory here tonight, if you ask me. All I have to say is well done. Now let's move forward to our main event where Batista, for the first time ever, is going to team up with the World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar to face up against two former allies gone very bitter enemies in the European Champion Wade Barrett and one of his 3 WrestleMania opponents and former United Kingdom leader, Sheamus.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
They say you're really playing with fire when you put 2 enemies together in a match like this. But that is exactly what Raw management decided to do. For the sake of entertainment, felt that it would make for a pretty entertaining match to watch these two be forced to go up against each other in a tag team matchup. Obviously this begins because of the issues between Sheamus and Brock Lesnar, but it extends into a cross-promotional style match. This match will pay to promote both the European and World Heavyweight Championship match in one single swoop. You got to respect the decision that was made here. Clearly, whoever is in charge of Monday Night Raw right now, they know what they're doing. Days.
pounds, the Animal, Batista.
Well, the 2011 Royal Rumble winner has been absolutely dying to get an opportunity at a World Championship, and WrestleMania seems to have fallen in place at just the right time. It seems to me like everything is on the up. Batista will finally get to show the world what he's been trying to show them all along, which is that this man feels his time has come to win the World Heavyweight Championship. My question is, what happens if he doesn't? We've heard time and time again all about how motivated, how determined Batista is to prove to the world that he can win the World Heavyweight Championship, that he's got what it takes to capture that championship if given a fair one-on-one opportunity. But I don't think anyone's really thought about what's going to happen to Batista if he doesn't beat Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Championship. This is the first time these two have set foot in the ring together. The defending World Heavyweight Champion is really a sight to behold. He's an absolute beast. But I feel like Batista is just as big of a beast. And I really do feel like this is a dream match come true. But I'm having a hard time figuring out who I think stands the better chance of walking out of WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight Championship. I just can't seem to put my finger on which one of the two I think stands a better chance. Brock Lesnar has done some insane things, but Batista is the man who ended the undefeated streak of Drew McIntyre. He is the man who proved time and time again he could beat Sheamus during his reign if it weren't for all the screw jobs and the pre-match attacks and everything that came along with it. And naturally, it's these two that start things off. There's a lot of history in the ring right now, and there's going to be a lot that this man feels he needs to prove. Now, last week, Brock Lesnar defeated Sheamus in, I believe, just under 4 minutes, or 3 minutes, one of the two. It was a very quick, short-lived match. And here tonight, obviously, Batista's going to want to try and prove that he can beat Sheamus in just as quick of a time. Sheamus and Batista have had many great matches in the past, but none of them were ever fought fairly in Sheamus' regard. At WrestleMania, Sheamus looks to become the European champion, looks to try and take something away that he felt he deserved all along. Mick Foley's final statement was to ensure... What? That's not what I wanted to do at all. Press the right stick down. This is going to put him in the tree of woe. Oh, did you see the look on their faces as they passed each other? There was some direct eye contact between Batista and Brock Lesnar. There is definitely some tension running high in a tag team like this. And that's the thing, is I'm not entirely sure if either of these tag teams are going to fulfill their tag team-like duties. I don't know if we're going to be seeing a whole lot of tagging in and out. Brock Lesnar strikes so hard he knocked the referee down. I don't exactly expect Brock Lesnar to want to capitalize and cheat, though. I don't think he's ever felt the need to cheat. Just enjoying throwing Sheamus around like that. Lifts him up over his head and slamming him down. Sheamus experiencing the same beating that he got last week from the Beast. I want to say the Animal. And for the second week in a row, I believe Sheamus has been busted. I think he was busted open last week as well by Brock Lesnar. Guy strikes real hard.
Lesnar stops that one.
Sheamus trying everything in his power just to be able to fight back. How did Barrett and Sheamus even prepare for a match when you're up against a team like Batista and Brock Lesnar? We saw a tiny bit of Batista in this match, and it seems like Brock has just kind of hogged the spotlight now. Frankly, I don't know if he needs to tag out, though, I'll be honest.
Brock Lesnar.
Oh. Oh my god.
Down he goes.
Sheamus doing everything he can to try and get over to Wade Barrett. And Brock Lesnar, this guy is a monster. You've seen the face of Sheamus.
Does it one more time.
Is this guy even going to be able to make it to WrestleMania? Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
That of a shot to the back of the head. You can see the pain shoot through this superstar's body. Off
Lesnar
that
turning
slam.
Sheamus around and knee to the back.
Uh-oh.
Sheamus caught him. Okay, nice reversal there by Sheamus.
Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh. Sheamus almost got over to the corner of Wade Barrett. Almost got to tag him in. And Brock Lesnar made sure that did not happen. Brock is just working over Sheamus big time right now. Last week he actually showed sympathy towards Sheamus. He went to check on him and...
Makes the tag.
Oh, it looks like Sheamus has been able to get out of the... Oh boy. Wrong place, wrong time!
From the 300-pounder.
And Brock Lesnar wasting absolutely no time on the European champion. Look at the state of Sheamus' face.
He thinks he has it. And Wade Barrett gets the
I
shoulder.
don't know how smart that is, Wade. I don't know if you want to do that.
Barrett had that well scouted.
Even if you weren't quite done. I mean, Brock did go in for the kill pretty quick. I don't think we're going to see Batista get tagged in. I think Brock Lesnar is enjoying this.
The bare knuckle fighter doing what he does best.
Oh boy.
Hard shot to Barrett.
Here we go.
About that.
Seriously violent lefts, I should say, from Brock Lesnar. Connecting on the face of Wade Barrett. Drops him down and oh boy. Brock Lesnar is just not letting up. He wants to see red come from Barrett's face too, clearly.
You can't afford to let Wade Barrett get on a roll like he is here.
I don't think he's on a roll, buddy.
There's the suplex.
Got some bad news for you. I don't think this is Wade Barrett on a roll.
And the pain has to be shooting through his face.
Brock trying to force blood out of the skull of Wade Barrett right now.
Bouncing off again. And listen to
And there you go. He got it. He got what he wanted.
He is definitely gonna have to have
God,
those
just
ribs
watched a
looked at.
guy just repeatedly punch someone in the face. Drops him. Oh, come on now. Brock Lesnar.
Right on the nose.
Enough is enough.
Brock Lesnar.
Drops him again. Oh my god. Brock clearly trying to get some kind of message across. I don't know if it's to Batista or what. Sheamus conveniently got out of the corner there as Barrett was running to the corner.
Showing no mercy.
Oh no. Oh come on, no more.
The tide is
I don't know how
turning
much
in.
more bloody the face of Wade Barrett can get.
Brock Lesnar. Big move coming.
Sheamus has at least had some time to recover at ringside.
Authority.
I mean, I get that you guys don't like Barrett, but is now really the time to be chanting that he sucks?
Watch this. Watch this move.
Oh boy, what is this? Oh!
Oh, a slam. My goodness, the strength.
And got him up. Second F5
That's gotta hurt.
on Wade Barrett. That was just rough to watch.
His shoulders are down.
Cover here, Batista.
And he's in there trying to get something.
I mean, I say that was hard to watch. I don't know if Sheamus and Barrett are going to be okay for WrestleMania, especially Barrett. My God.
Here are your winners, Brock Lesnar, the Animal, Batista.
Well, Brock Lesnar celebrates alone. Batista walking away from the ring, clearly not impressed with Brock Lesnar and his inability to tag him in. That's what happened. Yeah, Batista walked away. Yeah, I was really hoping there'd be a cutscene, but the game's too stupid to do one. Brock Lesnar absolutely wrecking the European Championship scene in a single match. Wow. Well, thank you all for watching this week's Raw, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night on ECW.